You've made the soup, you taste it, it's fine, flat. So you do what everyone does, more salt. Taste again, saltier, still flat, more salt. Now it's a salt lick with vegetables in it and somehow still boring. Here's the truth. That soup was never missing salt. It was missing something you probably didn't even consider. Flat food usually has one of five missing pieces. Salt is only one of them, and today you're getting the other four, including one combination that scientists have shown doesn't just add flavor, it multiplies it. Missing piece number one, and it's the big one, acid. A squeeze of lemon, a teaspoon of vinegar. The thing professional cooks reach for when a dish tastes dull, and the thing home cooks almost never do. Here's what acid does. Rich, savory, salty flavors are heavy, they coat, and they linger. Acid cuts through, resets your palate between bites, and makes every other flavor stand out sharper. If a dish is boring and you can't say why, add acid before you add anything else. And here's the restaurant secret hiding in that bottle. That brightness you taste in restaurant food, 9 times out of 10, it's not a secret ingredient. It's a splash of vinegar stirred in at the very end in an amount too small to taste as sour. The dish doesn't taste like vinegar, it just tastes more like itself. And you've already got a full squad in the kitchen. Lemon for fish and greens, lime for anything with chili, red wine vinegar for tomatoey things, white for clean sharpness. Even yogurt or a spoonful of pickle juice counts. Start with half a teaspoon at the end of cooking, taste, repeat. You'll know you've hit it when the dish suddenly wakes up. Missing piece number 2, aroma. Try this tonight. Pinch your nose shut and eat something. Almost nothing. That's because most of taste isn't your tongue at all. The tongue does 5 basic signals. Everything else, the herbs, the char, the fruit, the toast, is smell, drifting up the back of your throat into your nose. It's called retronasal smell flavor through the back door. Your nose isn't just sniffing the food before you eat it, it's tasting every bite from the inside, which means anything that boosts aroma boosts flavor for free. Practical version. Heat drives aroma off, so finish dishes with fresh aroma. Herbs at the end, not the start. Lemon zest over the top. Black pepper cracked at the table, not boiled for an hour. You're not seasoning the food, you're seasoning the air on its way to your nose. And aroma needs somewhere to live. Most flavor molecules are fat-soluble in a dish with no fat. They've got nowhere to dissolve, so they either boil away or never reach your nose at all. That's why fat-free dressing tastes like sad water, and why a knob of butter at the end transforms a sauce. Fat isn't just richness. Fat is the speaker system flavor plays through. Missing piece number 3, and this one hides in plain sight. Your spices are in the wrong place. Stirring ground spices into a watery sauce is like posting letters with no stamps. Most spice flavor compounds don't dissolve in water at all. They dissolve in fat. That's why every curry on earth starts with spices sizzling in oil. It's called blooming. 30 seconds in hot fat and the spices open up, releasing compounds that water could never touch. Same jar of cumin, 10 times the flavor. If your spice cupboard tastes like dust, it's not the spices, it's the delivery system. Quick personal note. As a butter cube, I bloom spices from a respectful distance. Hot fat is a family matter. But even I admit it, nothing in cooking pays back 30 seconds of bravery like this does. Missing piece number 4, the one nobody believes. There's a flavor combination that doesn't add up. It multiplies actual measured in a lab multiplication. It's umami synergy. Savoriness comes from glutamate big in tomatoes, parmesan, mushrooms, soy sauce. But there's a second family, nucleotides big in meat, fish, and dried mushrooms. Put them together and the nucleotide locks the glutamate onto your receptor and the savory signal jumps to several times stronger. Not double the ingredients, the same ingredients multiplied. And once you know it, you see it everywhere. Tomato and beef bolognese, parmesan on mushroom risotto, soy sauce with fish, cheese on a burger. Centuries of cooks finding the same multiplication by accident. Your shortcut. When a savory dish tastes thin, Add a glutamate tomato puree, a Parmesan rind, a dash of soy, a few dried mushrooms, and let it simmer with the meat that's already in there. Depth, straight from the cupboard, no shopping trip required. And while we're here, MSG, the scary one, is literally just that glutamate purified into a shaker. Decades of studies, double-blind trials, every major food safety authority. Safe. The headache myth never survived a single controlled test. Parmesan and tomatoes have been dosing you with the same molecule your whole life. The ghost was never real. Missing piece number 5, temperature. Cold physically mutes flavor, it slows aroma molecules and dulls your sweet receptors. Fridge cold leftovers taste flat, but the same food properly reheated tastes right again. Sometimes nothing is missing at all. Your food is just too cold to speak. Want proof you've tasted your whole life? Melted ice cream. It tastes sickeningly sweet, but nothing was added. The cold was hiding half the sugar all along. Ice cream is engineered to be eaten frozen. Warm it up and the disguise falls off. One more sense sneaks into flavor. Sound. In a famous Oxford experiment, people ate the same crisp while researchers played louder or quieter crunch sounds into their headphones, and the louder crunch made the identical crisp taste fresher. Your ears are seasoning your food. It's why soggy crisps feel stale even when they're not. Want the whole theory in one spoonful? A vinaigrette. Acid from the vinegar, fat to carry the aroma, salt to push it all forward, mustard holding the truce. That's why a dressed salad tastes alive and an undressed one tastes like garnish. One jar, shaken for 10 seconds, the entire science of seasoning. The recap. Flat food is missing acid before it's missing salt. Flavor is mostly smell finish with fresh aroma. Give flavor fat to live in. Bloom spices in oil, never dust them into water. Pair glutamates with meat and multiply the savory. And serve it warm enough to taste. But before you demote the salt shaker completely, don't, because salt was never really about making food salty. What it actually does is closer to chemistry than seasoning. It starts working before the food's even cooked, and almost everyone deploys it at the wrong moment. That's the next video. The little shaker deserves its own episode, trust me.